So what is up, guys? Welcome to some Sex 16 reveals. 3 cards were revealed yesterday, and it's for more Bermuda Triangle. And all I want is some DP reveals, please. But let's go over the cards that were shown yesterday. So Duo Stage Storm Iori, Limit Break 4, Soul Blast 1, and Persona Blast. Persona Blast, yeah. And return a Duo Rearguard to your hand. And add 2 cards with the same name as that unit from your deck to your hand. And then when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can start 2 cards with the same name, and this gets a critical. So I'm guessing you grab 2 of a G1. I guess the whole point is like, oh, you want her to go critical, you return a G1 and then pitch 2. But your hand will be pretty stacked with like cards, but it looks like they follow a duo name. They have to be the same. So this deck will require some brains. Obviously, it's going to be a brain deck. This effect alone is brain power. You got to know what cards to actually play on the field or what to return in this type of situation. Because obviously, yes, you could go for a crit on this turn. And, you know, smack a PG. But it also depends, like, is it worth the discard at the end? You have your boosters for the next turn. So on and so forth. So next, another triple rare. Jesus. Bermuda's in the triple rares. This is getting out of hand. Bushy. Perla Sisters. This, Reindeer, Rivieri, my God, can you relax? My goodness. And the only good, like, Bermuda card to even play now is what was revealed on the actual play packet. I forgot the girls' names, but the restanders are going to be very playable. This is, like, at best, but we can go over that more. But I think there is a possible strong build with this, especially with Draw Turbo. You got all your cards in your hand. You have plenty of cards to discard for combos. But let's go over Duo Mini Heart Roan. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, Counterblast 1, return a Duo Rearguard to your hand, and add a card with the same name as that unit from your deck. So now Bermuda Triangle has a PG searcher. You could do it as many times as you want. The more you draw this, the more of this in your hand with 1 PG, that PG that you boosted with, that this was able to hit with, guess what? You're going to be able to add another PG to your hand. Okay. So Bermuda becomes the new I'm getting 4 PGs in my hand deck. Okay. It was bound to happen. Bermuda Triangle would possibly... We're going to see a rise in Bermuda Triangle. I say this because A, searching PGs are godly, and this is practically a PG searcher. Once you draw just 1 PG. Once you draw just 1 PG, you can now add another PG and do it again if you have this card again, so on and so forth. But there's a reason why this is a Rearguard effect exclusive, because if this was a Vanguard effect, you would be spamming it. I know I would. Spam until I get my PGs and I'm ready to ride G3. It just depends. Wait, and apparently, Prism Doom Aria. It's a Sentinel, so now we get a freaking Sentinel. So obviously, this is what I'm talking about with the PGs. So not only that, we are getting a Duo PG. It also is a Prism PG, so you can run it in Prisms. Oh my God, there's so much stuff going on in Bermuda Triangle. It's like the love. Now there is hope for this. There is a lot of hope. Bermuda Triangle is going to be a lot stronger on ladder when Sex 16 drops. I say this because any deck that can search a PG or have control over their PGs are really good decks in general. And with that being said, it's like Bermuda Triangle will be rising in power. And this doesn't even account for the fact you're going to have a restander unit with PGs in your hand, plus some draw turbo, maybe. Obviously, it's going to be draw turbo. In Ollie terminology, it's always draw turbo. God dang it, Ollie. Relax with those things. This is already going to be stupid enough. So anyways, yes, this getting your PGs is going to be faster. The other way around, so on and so forth. So PGs are going to be easier to get in a Bermuda Triangle. Duos is like Bermuda Triangle's final form right now in Vanguard Zero's format. So seeing Duo Stage Storm being another triple rare, and that means Bermuda Triangle in set 16 has 3 triple rares. 3. Not only that, 4 if you want to go get the alternate art, but you can only run 4 of that unit anyways, so it's just an alternate art. So technically, yeah, just 3. I guess 4 if you're like, no, I want 4 of this one, Or you just get two of that one and get two of the other one. Because that's what I did. I just get two of each. And run both, so it's like I'm cool. I don't know. It's Bermuda Triangle, man. I'm simping right now. But anyways. Yeah, Bermuda Triangle getting a searcher by set 16 definitely brings the Bermuda players back into the fray. They're going to be able to do a lot more. And with all this searching, all this power, you're going to be able to really kick some ass. Would you run this in a different deck build, of course? I mean, it's not a bad unit. There is a lot of Persona Blasting that gives you the crit. It's pretty much a Persona Blast for a crit. Except you're returning G1s, go to the bottom, so on and so forth. Could you technically break Right Planet Isle Pacifico with this? Of course. Why not? Break Ride, you get to play another G2 or whatever you put back in your hand. You can play a G2 in the front. Set up a multi-attack. It's possible. It's possible to set up a multi-attack with this. It's a Persona Blast that pretty much gets you two cards. I mean, I'm only saying it's Persona Blast, but the discard two of the same name is just a crit. But to me, it's just a Persona Blast that legit gives you a crit, since you're adding two of the same card, and then you're going to pitch those two cards to get a crit, depending. But yeah, it definitely comes down to that situation. So with a lot of the G1s, you're possibly going to return G1s, or two of the same G1s that are even on the field. You're just adding two more to your hand, and you're just killing your boosters pretty much. You're doing a PPO, you're doing a PPD play in Bermuda Triangle terminology. Except you're not killing three, and the units are coming back to your hand, but you're going to pitch them to get a crit anyways. But at least they serve their purpose for the attack and boosting phase, and you'll be able to pull off a lot of work. Duo Mini Heart Roan is nothing to even fight about. This card is amazing. If you can get copies of her too, my god, if you get a copy of her just so you have another one in hand, or you draw two of these, you gotta make sure you have that PG ready, because this is your PG searcher, boys. This is what you're going for. This is how you stop your RNG from killing it, because you know you want a PG. You're always searching for that PG, and once you get that PG out, the draw triggers in your deck are going to actually draw you some units that you're going to need. So once you cleared up your PG in the deck, the draw triggers are going to be drawing you a lot of good cards. Intercepts, possible combo chains, Persona Blast, and all that. The fact that there is another PG coming is astounding, but good to see Prisms getting, I mean, pretty much, and it's good that it's a Prism, because we were running Mermaid Idol, which was a new PG, and their name wasn't a Prism, I don't think. I think this one's an actual Prism you can use for the Prism combos. So that's good. That's good. Alright guys, that's all I can talk about today. Y'all be good. Y'all stay safe. Keep simping for these Bermuda cards. They are looking hot and heavy. And that is 3 triple rare Bermuda Triangles again coming soon in set 16. That's ridiculous.